how important managing your money is. We got our floors done. I never want to forget the blessing it is to have the jobs that we do. It is so nice to see them and to encourage them in their sophomore year. Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am excited to update you guys on a lot of different things throughout this video. Today is specifically Saturday, and my husband and I slept in this morning. We went to the gym, went to Publix for a couple little things, and now we are fresh and ready for the rest of the day. But this was also the very first week of school for the students, and obviously for us teachers, it was technically our second week of work. But I also wanted to debrief basically with you guys about how that week went. Right now, my husband and I are going to go to my favorite, I'll say, local coffee shop. And then we'll come back, relax around the house, and then have a date night tonight. So pretty simple, but I'm really excited to update you guys on different things around the house, different projects we've been able to do, and just kind of share some thoughts about things that have been on my mind as of late. So thanks for clicking on this video, and let's get going. We are back home and it is now 5 o'clock. I'm getting pretty hungry at this point. So my husband and I are going to get ready for our date night in downtown and going to enjoy eating out, especially because both he and I got paid this week. And please excuse the pile of laundry behind me. But something that I wanted to kind of ponder with you guys was how important money is and how important managing your money is. But one thing I'm really grateful for is how my husband is definitely the saver of the two of us. But even with that, this summer was just really interesting. And it was interesting because thankfully, with Ryan's job, I didn't have to work over the summer, partially because too, I'm on the 10-month contract for my district and school. And so that means that my 10 months of work, those paychecks get split into June. So with that, I was also having an income even though it was summer vacation, because my 10 months of work was kind of, the paycheck was spread out. So I didn't work over the summer, partially because I was really wanting to do some house projects like painting and like decluttering, moving a lot of things around, and we got our floors done as well. The flooring was definitely a process, but that was really at the beginning of the summer. And we found a really reliable contractor that we love in the area. And so we had that same guy do our flooring in our main living areas, the hallway, kitchen, and living room areas, and we absolutely love how they turned out. And so the flooring happened earlier in the summer. It really only took him like not even 2 weeks, like maybe a week and a day to complete it with the finishing touches and the quarter rounds at the end and things like that. But that was one project that happened. And then I finally also painted the 2 guest rooms. I had actually painted the green guest bedroom before the flooring, but then after the flooring, I painted our other guest bedroom. So flooring happened, painting the 2 guest bedrooms happened, lots of organizing and things like that. So all that to say, thankfully, I didn't work even a part-time job over the summer. But once July rolled around, it really came to show how much better a job we could work on to be saving. And for me, again, my husband does a great job at this, but for me, that often looked like, no, you don't need to go thrifting. You don't need to go shopping right now. You don't need to get all the things on Amazon that you would so desire. Like, I love shopping and I love things, purposeful things, not just getting things to hoard them and to have them, but I just love shopping and decorating and just eternal nesting, it seems like for me. But so July was a bit of a harder month, but finally, with it being August and with me being back working in this new school year, we have 2 incomes coming in again. And even though we made it pretty fine with just Ryan's income, just with mortgage and different things like that, it was just pretty tight, understandably so. But there's just, I was telling Ryan this, there's just a certain bit of just calm and peace that can come with having 2 fresh paychecks in the bank. And for us, we'll tithe off of the paycheck, and then we'll make sure that we have enough money, of course, for different bills that come out. But he and I have both determined to want to get back into our saving rhythm again, because over the summer and just with settling into this house, it's been definitely a lot of time of investing different money, like from our savings, into different projects in the house for it to be even more enjoyable to live here in our own house. And it's such a blessing. It really is a blessing to be at a point in our lives where we're conscious of these things, and it is such a huge blessing to be able to even have date nights and to go out on the town and go out to eat and do these different things that might seem like little things to some people, but I never want to forget the blessing it is to have a home to call our own and to have the jobs that we do and to have the ability to save and to hopefully plan for the future. But before it gets too dark around here, it suddenly turned a little bit cloudy, I did want to show you guys our curtains that we put up a while ago, maybe a few weeks ago at this point. It's like a taupe color even. It's like brown with hints of pink almost, and it is like a linen type of material. For the curtain rods, we just got some black ones from Amazon, and we're really happy with how it looks. Again, not the best lighting, but you get the idea with that color up close and looking at it, and we absolutely love them. I also realized that I never actually filmed an after of how the floors look. The kitchen floors were all this dark laminate flooring, and then there was like a break here with the laminate flooring from the previous owners, and then there was carpet the rest of the house. But we absolutely love this flooring. It is like a hickory kind of flooring we got it from Lowe's, and we purchased it with the Lowe's credit card because your first purchase can be, I'm pretty sure it was like 20% off the first purchase on the Lowe's credit card. And thankfully, we actually talked to the cashiers, the manager, and the manager actually let us get 20% off of the entire luxury vinyl planking purchase. So basically what would have cost us like $1,500 in just the flooring material ended up costing about $1,200. So again, every bit counts, and we were really grateful for that discount. And then we had our contractor purchase the quarter rounds next to the baseboards. We didn't end up changing the original, so to speak, baseboards. So you can kind of tell that there's like the new quarter round is kind of light compared to the wall. But again, we are just so pleased with how this turned out. By the front door, we also got this lovely rug from TJ Maxx. I think it's technically like a Laloy, I think you say the brand, or say is how you would pronounce it, kind of rug, but we love it. It just grounds the space a little bit more, and I found that I just put my shoes over there. We just love this green guest room. It's Global Green by Bear. This is our other guest room. That's also Ryan's typical work from home room, but this color, if you follow Exo McKenna, is Sculptor Clay by Bear, and we absolutely just love how neutral it is, but it still adds some color. Obviously it's different from our Simply White by Bear, and we love this color as well. Here with the kitchen, it is definitely original to the house, you could say. But the thing is, these, I think, honey oak or golden oak cabinets have really grown on me, and I'm planning to keep them, but just give them a really good deep clean sometime. But as far as the countertop, I do want to change those out eventually. First step might just be to paint them for now. I've seen different paint kits on Amazon that seem to work really well because they are in really good condition, but eventually, maybe replacing it with some kind of quartz countertop that looks like marble. But again, blessings all around. So those are basically the home decor updates that I had for you. I am actually going to prepare for our date night tonight and get ready, and then I'll plan on checking in with you guys afterwards. Technically very yellow in this room, but here is the fit check for the date night. Notice Ryan's great dress shoes and my black Birkenstocks, which my friends will know I try to wear these anytime I can with whatever outfit, but it's time to go out on our date.
Yes.
And it is indeed the next day, everyone. And we had church this morning. We went to our favorite produce store and got some fresh produce for our recipes this week. Then we got home, had some leftovers from last night for lunch today. And then we basically just took a Sunday nap. So believe it or not, it is like 5 o'clock right now. So as far as how the first day of school went, the first day of school for me as a 9th grade teacher was different than all the other grades because we have what is like a camp of sorts, like a freshman orientation that lasts the whole day. And so I didn't do any teaching at all, but if you've ever been any kind of camp counselor, I was definitely like a camp counselor for that first day. And I definitely felt it at the end of the day because my body was just so exhausted. I mentioned earlier in this video that I was very blessed to not need to work over the summer. And so, you know, I was doing different projects and stuff, but nothing to the point where I was like standing for hours on end. I have pretty good shoes that I use for school, but still, the thing that I took away most from this week was the need to, and I feel like I say this every year, but was the need to build up my teacher stamina again, especially when it comes to just standing, walking around, that kind of thing. So Monday was pretty smooth. I was pretty happy with how it went. Then Tuesday, again, if you are a teacher or have been a teacher before, you might have felt this too, but I always feel like nervous, excited to meet my students. I am very glad that my students from previous years, at this point, the last couple years that I have been at this school, a lot of the students that I teach, their next English class is just a couple doors away from mine. So I get to see my old students, a good number of them, almost every day, and it is so nice to see them and to encourage them in their sophomore year. So that makes it a bit brighter, even as I just try to get to know my current students better, because there's always, there's just an adjustment period for getting to know new students and for the students to get to know all their teachers. And so Tuesday was a little nerve-wracking, but very exciting. This year, I might have mentioned before that I'm just teaching a mix of the Florida pre-IB and then higher level honors traditional kids. This year, I don't have any traditional general education kids as far as like just general education classes. So I will say that classroom management this year compared to the couple years past, especially for the first week, you know, when students are really feeling out their teachers and just kind of figuring out the difference between high school and middle school and all of that. Classroom management this week has been a breeze. Obviously, I'm trying to establish norms and what I expect and get to know them and they get to know me. But because a lot is expected of these kids, truly there's like very little excuse for poor or unwise behavior in these particular classes, because they have a lot to learn and I need to be able to focus on pushing them and challenging them to be at a higher level than the average. And so I've been really grateful that classroom management really has been a breeze. I will say I do value and miss those general classes because yes, maybe classroom management and being able to even teach content and whatnot was more challenging, but even still, those classes are their own form of rewarding that is unique to general education classes. And I'll miss them this year, and who knows, things might change as far as maybe as schedules settle, who knows, I could be required to teach a different class, who knows. But I will miss that element of that certain kind of rewarding when I earn the students' respect and I can see it and I can see their growth and them being able to control their personalities and being able to be in control of themselves, not to be like robots or anything, but even just to be able to sit and learn. Now, not saying as well that my higher honors kids and all that stuff, not saying that they're robots. I am sure, and I've seen this in years past, but I am sure that they have their own personalities as well. I know they do. But sometimes it takes a little bit more to get that personality out of them because they are so respectful and so well behaved. So it's its own, every kind of class really is its own kind of challenging. So I'm really excited to get to know my students this year and to be able to really push these students to the expected level of excellence that I know they need to achieve. So that's really how the first week went. I'm really grateful for it. Thank you for praying for any of you who have prayed for me or just prayed for your teacher friends in general. But anyways, I'm going to finish crimping the hair and then we'll just keep going along this Sunday. All right, it is clearly time to get ready for bed. The contacts are out, glasses are on for a little bit, and that was just a very simple weekend in my life. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.